This episode is about what type of plants I have in the garden and how I maintain them on a daily basis. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. This episode has lots of information. You won't be disappointed. Please enjoy the show. People been asking, how do you maintain your garden? How do you keep it so beautiful? First, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, visions, imaginations, and most of all, inspiration can create a great peaceful environment. I'm gonna give it to you blood raw. In this video, you'll see the process of how I go through each individual plant. Yeah, I can notice my leaf turning colors and make sure that they're in good health, make sure that they're in good shape. So therefore that we don't have no dead plants around here. That's the only way. You know, to be honest with you, every morning I come out here, it takes a process. It takes a process. I have a morning routine that I do. This tree here, I noticed that she's being very fruitful because it's been a while since I've seen her fruit, but she's looking very fruitful. This tree, as you can see, is blooming. This will have a lot of peppers on it. Look at all these peppers coming in. So by doing these routes, you'll be able to notice what's going on with your plant. Look at this avocado tree, for instance. Something been eating it. So only way you're gonna know what's going on in the garden is to step out. Tree here will have a lot of fruits. That's how you know. You do your due diligence, you do your check. Look at these, for example. It takes a process. I have a morning routine that I do each and every morning to make sure that the plants are all right, to make sure that everything in here is running accordingly. All right. So, since that being said, I'm going to show you guys the process of how we go through this. Look at my cat back there. And in case you're wondering what kind of fertilizer we're using, yes, this is the 10-10-10 all purpose fertilizer, balanced plant nutrients with miners. Great stuff. This is what I use all year round. You should give it a try. Be careful not to use too much of it. You might burn your plant. Make sure to follow instructions. First on the list, the coleus is a plant that comes in a wide range colors and leaf forms. This plant is a native to Southeast Asia and used as an herbal remedy in many cultures. In Mexico, they use this plant frequently, but in Cuba, this plant is considered invasive. Next on the list, we have what we call the crested wallflower, also known as the twisted red. This plant is known for its blossom, which resemble the head of a rooster. Cockcombs is a great plant to have in your garden. Let us move forward to the firecracker, also known as the tropic flame. It is a flower native to India. Butterfly gardens are the perfect location for the firecracker flowers, as the vibrant blooms attract butterflies and bees for much of the year, but especially during the summer. But anyways, the process is to make sure you come out here every morning, check up on them, see if there's any plant that's sick, that's looking unusual, that's looking like it's not supposed to look like. So it's very important that you do that first. That's how you know. You do your due diligence, you do your check. Look at these, for example. These are ready to be harvested. Second, make sure you water them. You know, usually I water my plant 3 times a day. Based off how hot it is. If it's really a hot day, like summertime, I really water them 3 times a day. But, you know, times like this, I usually do twice a day. but that's just because we're around November. So you can understand why. It's not really that hot. It's not really that hot. So therefore, I usually don't water that much. But it's really good if you're somewhere in the South Florida area, it's better that you water your grass every day, almost 3 times a day. That being said, guys, I want you to see the process here. So pretty much, if there's any weeds around the plants, I pluck them immediately. Just gotta look through it. For instance, if you see any weeds, like right here, you want to pluck the weeds out. Just trying to make sure it's weed free, you know? So therefore the plant could grow nice and healthy. No ifs or buts about it. Just because, the weeds, it affects the plant growth or whatever it is that it's doing is not good for the plant. So pluck out the weeds, any grass that's coming through the black tarp that you lay down. Just go ahead and pluck them. It's very important. It's very important that you pluck them. Okay, back to the flowers. Here we have the African marigold, also known as the Mexican marigold, big marigold, hashtag marigold, best known as the flower of the dead. It is used in decorative and ceremonial gardens, dates back to ancient Aztec civilization. Not only does the African marigold add bright colors, but it also known to repel insects, rabbits, and deers, thanks to the toxic latex. Here we have the star cluster, also known as the ruby globe. This plant is native to Africa. It's popular for its delicate and abundant clusters of star-shaped flowers. These flowers are attractive to bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. This is a tropical plant. Waste no time. This is the Mexican false heather, also known as the Hawaiian heather, a native of Mexico and part of Central America. Mexican heather is a small, unassuming plant that makes a great addition to beds and borders. It has attractive evergreen foliage, and when it blooms, has lavender, white, or purple flowers. In state of Hawaii, this naturalized plant is regarded as weed. The beautiful golden trumpet, also known as the yellow alumenda. This plant is a native to Brazil. It is the official flowers of Canovanas, Puerto Rico. If this plant is not pruned, it could grow height of 20 feet. Checking up on your plant is very important, and also making sure that you fertilize the plant. Fertilizing your plant every now and then is very important. I mean, guys, everything needs food when it comes to surviving. You need to feed your plant just like you feed yourself. It's very important. Otherwise, the plants won't grow. They won't do what they're supposed to do. And that's the real truth about this matter. So, guys, please remember to feed your plants, water your plants, and also keep your eyes on your plants and connect with your plants. Because at the end of the day, it is your food source. They are your friends. They are your food. They are your everything. In fact, a garden is pretty much everything a person needs in this life to keep it going, to keep a good health. You know what I mean? The key to a good health is to have a good, beautiful garden. Okay, find you some yard, find you some land, buy you a house, whatever you do, create you a garden in that space, somewhere within that space. Okay? All right. So for a lot of you guys that's talking about that, yo, I don't know how to start a garden, where to start a garden, and I don't have time for a garden. Well, make the time, guys. Make the time to create a garden. It's really simple. All you need is the mindset and some dedication. Most plants maintain their self. All you have to do is water them. This here is China rose, also known as the garden roses. The garden roses. It can activate blood circulations and beautify the skin with antioxidant and anti-aging properties. The China rose has many different colors, each with different meanings. Red symbolizes love, while pink stands for first love. White represents purity and loyalty, and blue expresses affection. So if you are giving these flowers as gifts, choose a color based on your intentions. Getting into the gardening world, you have to be consistent, meaning you have to literally would want to do this every day to make sure that your plant keep growing, making sure that everything is looking healthy, right? You want beautiful plants, you have to water them. The key to keeping a healthy garden is consistent watering, nurturing, and maintaining. Consistent with watering. Stay consistent with fertilizing the plants. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you very much. God bless.